Hello and welcome again to the Rawtarian's Kitchen. I am of course your host, Laura Jane the Rawtarian, and I'm with you here today to make raw chocolate mousse out of avocado, banana, and a variety of other raw ingredients. So simple. We're going to take a food processor as opposed to a blender, and we're going to process all of these ingredients up and make a chocolate mousse. We're also going to refrigerate it for at least an hour, and that's going to allow it to solidify a little bit and be a little bit harder, like a mousse. You could eat it right away. It's going to change a little bit. For example, when you eat it, this is my secret garnish that you weren't supposed to see yet. But you know, when you kind of eat it, and if you move the spoon into it, it's going to almost like stick straight. So that is the idea of the refrigeration. So you don't have to do it, but it is going to be more moussey if you do. We're using 1 banana, 1 large avocado, and this is a large avocado. We're using 4 tablespoons of raw cacao, 3 tablespoons of coconut oil. That's what's going to help it solidify in the fridge. 2 tablespoons of your favorite sweetener, and today I'm using raw unpasteurized honey. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt to really bring out all those flavors. So all we're gonna do is put everything into our food processor, starting with the banana. And did you know, I haven't brushed up on this lately, but it's a general concept that I'm familiar with, that the banana that we all eat and tend to know is called the Cavendish banana, and it's just one of hundreds of different types of bananas, but it's the one that seemed to be, it has been really popular for a long time, and that's the one that's grown everywhere. And so we're actually quite susceptible to, you know, something could wipe out all of our banana production really quite easily because we're all eating the same breed of banana. Anyway, so we're gonna be putting our avocado, and this is quite a nice looking avocado. It's quite ripe and soft. It's actually really a nice avocado. And we're gonna just pop this in the food processor. And one of the things I really like about this recipe is it is nut-free, which is great because we have so many people with nut sensitivity, and sometimes it can be, you know, you're not allowed to bring nut stuff to school or someone in your household. That did look a little dangerous. Oh dear. And so it is nice to have a nut-free recipe. And I do love a good chocolate mousse. And what I find with pretty much almost any chocolate recipe, really, it really screams to be paired with some fruit, specifically berries. Berries and chocolate just go together so well. I think we can just add everything in here. So that's our 4 tablespoons of raw cacao and our coconut oil. Your coconut oil may be a little bit softer or clear. That's normal. The only difference between this hard stuff and the clear, translucent, oily stuff is the temperature. It just solidifies when it is cooler. It's a bit cooler in here today. I must admit, it is the depth of winter where I'm living at the moment. So that was our sweetener, the honey, and I won't try to scoop out the salt with the honey because that would not work. Using my pinky, the hands are by far the most important tool in your kitchen. So that's all good there. Pardon me. So this should be pretty easy. You can't really over-process this one. It's hard to screw this one up, which is really nice. So it's a great first recipe or something to encourage other people in your life to try. So all we're gonna do is process it up. Let's just interrupt it and take a peek. I'm gonna say it's almost done. You probably can't see much there. I do see a few little flecks of avocado, and we both know that if we're serving this raw chocolate mousse to a skeptic who's not enthused about avocado in their chocolate, we don't want them to see any, so we're gonna keep going. I still see chunks. No chunks. Oh, this. That's looking beautiful to me. So let's take a look at this. Love it. And if you serve this to anybody, they would never know there's, oh, would they know there's banana? Let me think. You can taste the banana a little bit. If you didn't want to do it, taste the banana, you could do 2 avocados instead. You did see me lick the spoon, but I'm gonna eat this all myself anyway, so let's not worry about it. So here we have the mousse. It tastes really good right now. It's actually not too sweet. Could almost go with a little more sweetness for my palate. I like things really sweet. And there you have your mousse. So like I said, you'd probably wanna refrigerate that. Tastes awesome. And this is a crazy serrated knife, but we're going with it. And there, I probably wouldn't actually garnish it until I was gonna eat it. But there you have your raw chocolate mousse. Delish, completely nut-free, and so quick to make. Thank you so much for joining me. Adieu.